I'm here with Abby, and we are doing a demo video for the rainbow cleaning system. I don't know if you've ever heard of a rainbow before. The rainbow was actually invented in 1936 by Dr. T. Russ Hill. Dr. Hill was a respiratory therapist. He was actually trying to get the air in our homes as clean as outside. And where do we all go to get a fresh breath of air?
Outside.
Outside. And the reason is nature. Snow, rain, sleet, even our everyday dew sort of water washes everything to the ground, and our air is fresher outside. If you go down a dirt road and it's 95 degrees outside, it's like a big dust storm. But if you come down that same road 5 minutes after it's rained, there's no dust. Same kind of difference. Like a baseball game, been to the game and it's all dusty. Right before the game, they hose off the field so it's not so dusty for the ball players. So basically that's what Dr. Hill came up with, was how to water wash the air in our homes. Instead of being able to bring the water hose in here and spray everything off, which we can't do, he invented a machine that would pull all of the air from your home, push it through water, and push out clean, fresh, water washed air. Okay. So here's the rainbow. All right. And it just looks like a tackle box. All right. So have you ever been sitting in your living room and you see a big sunbeam of light come through and you can see all the dust in your house?
Yes.
Okay. This is my sunbeam. All right. It's 200-watt bulb. And if you look a little bit right there under my hand at the light, you can see some dust floating around. Can you see it? I don't know if you can see it or not.
I can, yeah.
Okay. And usually we see about a tenth with our naked eye of what's actually going on in our home. Okay? So I'm going to turn the rainbow on, and then we're going to walk across the floor, and then we're going to sit on your furniture, and I'm going to show you what happens every time you walk in your home. Okay? Turn the rainbow on, and we're going to walk across the floor. Can you see what happens?
Mm-hmm.
You see that? Let's do it again. This is what happens every time you walk across the floor. Alright, so I'm going to sit on your couch. Every time you sit on your couch, that's what happens. You see that?
Yep.
Now if you look, you see this machine, you can see it pulling that dust right in there. Let me show you one more time. See it pulling that dust?
Yes.
Okay. So you wouldn't watch TV with this running, would you?
No.
It's a little loud. So Rainbow's really smart. It gave us a second speed. So you can actually turn your rainbow on, and you can leave it 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. You can never turn it off. I have a fireplace, so I set mine up next to the hearth and let it run 24 hours, so it's actually cleaning the air. I don't have time to clean every day, do you?
No.
No, of course not. But while your rainbow is running, it is actually cleaning your home. And by pulling all the dust and debris into the machine, it's not having a chance to settle on all of our beautiful things. Make sense?
Yes.
Yes, okay. So the rainbow is certified by the Asthma and Allergy Foundation. It is a brushless motor. It has an 80-year life on it. It is also made of Lexan. Do you know what Lexan is?
No.
Lexan is what they make NASCAR race car windshields out of, and it also 8 pieces of Lexan makes bulletproof glass. So this is virtually unbreakable. So I didn't have it on but a couple minutes. So let's just see what we captured in this water in just a couple of minutes. Even a minute, I don't even know how long did we have it on. But I want you to look right here in this water. Can you see? Does it make it glare?
There.
So you can see all the things that are floating in that water in such a very short period of time. So can you imagine in such a very short period of time, if it can pick up that much stuff out of the air, what it can do in a long period of time? Now they say that in 90 minutes, the rainbow can pull 2,000 square feet of air and push out clean, fresh, water-washed air. On high, on low, of course, it's going to take a little bit longer, you know. It's just like people ask me, one of the number one questions they ask me is, how does that affect my light bill? Well, I had the same question. Everybody has an intake for their heating and air system. You have to change the filters all the time, right?
Yes.
Okay, if you don't change those filters on a regular basis, then your heating and air system can't move air in your home. so it works less efficiently and runs your light bill up. With this machine running, it's pulling all that dust and debris out of the air instead of clogging up that filter in your heating and air system. And therefore, your air moves more efficiently. So I like to tell people since October, my light bill has been consistently between $50 and $70 cheaper every month with my Rainbow running. And then I don't have to buy filters anymore for my heat and air system. So it pays for itself. Okay? All right, so what do you clean with now as far as a vacuum cleaner is concerned?
Just a regular vacuum.
Is this it over here? Can
Yes.
I see it? All right. Let's talk about it. I won't talk too bad about it. I promise. Okay. So there's two types of vacuums. There's only two types of vacuums in the world. There's canister, there's an upright. Every single vacuum that you buy, it doesn't matter if you spend $5 at a yard sale or $600 on a Dyson or $2,000 on electric Lux, they all work exactly the same if they have a dry filter in them. So you're really just paying for a name. There's four parts. There's the intake, there's a motor, there's some kind of filter system, and there's an exhaust. Okay? This is your intake. Okay? When you vacuum, do you hear shh, and it grinds up everything into little tiny micro pieces into your vacuum? You hear it going through that motor, correct?
Yeah.
Okay. Does your vacuum ever smell good?
No.
No. Do you know why?
No.
No. Okay. Vacuum cleaner, we're picking up dust mites, dust mite poop, dead skin cells, animal hair. We're picking up potato chips, popcorn, cookie, but whatever our kids, whatever anybody spills all around, that's what we're picking up in our vacuum. We're grinding it up into millions of little micro pieces. And then we're setting it on top of a hot motor in a filter. And we're putting it in a dark closet to incubate germs. Germs stink, and it's growing germs. So unless you change your filter every single time that you use your vacuum cleaner is going to stink. Germs stink, right? Does
Yes.
that make sense?
Yeah.
Okay. So it also has to exhaust. Your vacuum cleaner has to breathe in order to work properly. It has to have good airflow. So whatever's clogged into that filter is getting, once a week or however often you vacuum, is getting blown back all over your house, just in tiny little pieces. When you suck up a bug in this, you hear it and it goes up in here. You might empty this little canister here, but the filter that's in there is porous. And so once a week you're blowing air through a dead bug and blowing that bug right back over your house. Kind of gross, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's pretty gross. Okay, not going to talk bad about your vacuum anymore. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I am going to turn the Rainbow. The difference in the Rainbow and any other vacuum is it has a water filter, and we know that wet dust can't fly because it gets trapped in the water. And we're going to pay for water anyway, we might as well use it, right?
Right.
So what I'm going to do is I'm going to turn the Rainbow into an everyday regular vacuum by using a few little filters and stuff. Let me grab a couple of things over here. And, alright. So the Rainbow has this little dolly, we call it. So when we're ready to vacuum, we can actually just pop it on so that we can pull it around with us. And we grab my little hose, and I'm going to get down here on the floor so that we can play with it a little bit. Oh. Alright. I'm going to attach the hose to it. And somewhere around 1960, somebody said, let's make a vacuum cleaner out of that thing, because it was never meant to be a vacuum, and it's actually marketed as an air purifier. So I'm going to attach the hose to it. Alright. And I've got these little porous claws. They're just little claws, like a filter. Every filter in a vacuum is porous. So it's, what does porous mean? Porous means that it has holes in it so things can flow through it. Alright. So I've got an intake, I've got a filter, I've got a motor, and I've got an exhaust. So what is every single vacuum cleaner you've ever bought? It says never loses what?
Suction.
Suction. Suction has absolutely nothing to do with it cleaning anything. The actual definition of suction is lack of airflow. Okay? I'm going to turn it on. I have plenty of suction. Plenty. But it's not moving anything until I have some airflow. You got to have airflow. Pull that out of there. Just proving a point. All right. So, I've got plenty of airflow. Okay? Plenty of airflow. There we go. I'm going to do a tiny little spot on the carpet. You're going to hear that engine starting to rev up. Got a little bit of airflow left still. A little bit. So what happened? You know what happened?
It's clogged.
The filter's clogged. And that is what happens with every other vacuum cleaner.